Some black women feel black men should not date white women. But if a black woman dates a white woman, they call it preference. But if a black man dates a white woman, they call it you hate your mama. They call it you hate yourself. Let's get into it.
But yeah, guys, today's topic, guys, we're talking about interracial dating. Now, Stuart, you are a Ugandan living in Canada, right?
Mhm.
And you said something. I don't know if I can say it. Can I quote you? You said you don't date white. Or would you like to
I
change
didn't
your
say
word?
I don't date. I said I've never
You
dated a
Oh.
white person, and I've never been interested in doing it. That doesn't mean, when you say I don't, it's
Means you
like there's a
could.
full stop. No, when you say I don't do this, it's like never in my life can I do this, right? It's just that I can't say that because I'm not God, but at the moment, I have zero interest in doing
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And why is that? Because most times when we see so many people like Japa go abroad, they want to like try the other race, date outside their race, like
it. Like,
get
all
a
right,
white
this is gonna be a very
lady
interesting.
on his hand or something.
This is gonna be very interesting.
No, speaking as as an African, I think the stigma is lower in African countries compared to the men in America, the Black Americans, Black American men. The stigma on African men not to date white women is lower compared to African Americans, the men, right? So I don't, because it's not race is not such a big issue in the culture or talked about the way it's talked about in America. So I understand why African men once they go to different European countries, it's not an issue. They can date white women because no one really beats them down and curses them out and calls them names and stuff like that because race isn't such an issue. But now for an African American man in America, or even some European countries, I could see why it's an issue because there's a stigma, there's a racial uh, uh, friction between the blacks and the Caucasians. So that's why it's easier, or it's not such a big issue for African men to date white women.
All right, cool. Quick story, yeah. So when I first left and I went to Canada, I was like any other man. I was super curious to be with a white woman, just because I had never done it, right? And then I did it a couple of times, and I was like, okay, that's it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Then after that, it's like, all right, cool. It's like it's just a curiosity, and once you fulfill it, it's more like this is my case. It was more like, okay, that's it. That's not really better than being with a black woman.
Okay.
And it got even a bit deeper because I dated a black woman that was not Ugandan though, and I still couldn't do that either because of the culture differences and stuff, right?
Which African girl was that?
And the understandings. I don't want to say where she was from. 'Cause
Nigerian?
I don't want to give it away. No, I don't want to give it away.
But African.
But African, but it still kind of felt like she was foreign because we were just too different.
Different in what way?
Bro, if you can't even speak the same language, you get what I'm saying, besides English, it's kind of like there's that, and then there's differences in like culture. There's certain things that would be so normal for like a Ugandan man to do that would be abnormal for, let's say, a Rwandan man to do. You know what I'm saying? And they would find it a bit weird and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't want.
I mean, I see what he's saying, but I also disagree. I don't think he didn't say this, but I believe most African men, once they get to European countries, they are not looking to try a different preference of like, let me try a white woman. Oh, like I don't think most African men have that curiosity. So he did in his life, in for himself he did, but I don't think every African man does have that. Like and especially because you are so used to just only seeing black people, you are used to that. You don't know what to expect from a person from a different race. So most Africans would just stick to black women. But it goes to an extent even that Africans themselves between each other find it hard to date each other because even within African countries, they have differences in culture to the extent that a Nigerian woman may find it hard to date a Kenyan man. A Kenyan man may find it hard to date a South African woman, like because of the differences in culture. Like he said, the culture is everything. If you guys don't find things you do weird, the relationship can't last. Can't last for a long time. In fact, I believe an African American man would be more likely to date a white woman because he sees them growing up more than an African man because he rarely sees them, in my opinion, because he's not used to them. They don't share any cultures.
But you know that some people say like sorry for being so blunt, like in the bedroom,
Yeah.
was that so much of a difference that you felt so pushed to be like, oh no, I can't do someone outside my country?
Not really.
Wait,
That
what?
wasn't the case. No, that was probably the. I'd be saying this.
Okay.
That was probably the case with the white.
Okay.
Oh no.
And the
Know what I'm
bedroom?
saying? That was probably the case.
I'm sorry for asking. Did you expect the Uganda treatment, the whole hot water and the towel?
You guys, I'm not that old. So
Yeah, is that what they do?
I've never in my life experienced
Traditionally,
that.
With a Ugandan, you've not?
I'm 27. I'm not that old. That's like way past my age.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, I've heard about it though.
But
They do
But
it.
I've never.
does it
reached
push you to stick with your Ugandan women
That's
because
not really the case. Let's not get into detail.
no. The differences.
I feel like number one,
Mm.
you know when we hear these stories of like, oh, these men just have fetishes about us. Do you think you had a fetish for white women in the beginning?
It wasn't a fetish. It was just
was
a
an itch,
curiosity.
yeah.
I just feel like, okay, I haven't done this. Let me take it off my bucket list.
So you use them to fulfill your curiosity. When it was done, you decided to go away.
You think I'm gonna deny?
No, I don't think he used them. I don't like the picture she's trying to paint. She's trying to paint him like a user. I don't like that. Some women do that, and that's where the false, sexual allegations come from. I don't like that. But the whole curiosity thing, women are curious all the time. They could be curious with a short guy, with a rich guy, with a tall guy, with a big guy, with a very muscular guy, with a bald guy. They're curious with every guy. Does that mean they're using him? No. But men are also curious with a big woman, with a small woman, petite woman, athletic, different people. Humans are curious. Can we just say that? So for me, I don't think it's using someone unless it's directly manipulating them in some way. Even then, we are adults. You can see when someone is really manipulating you, like, overdoing it.
No, yes, I use them.
But I feel like,
I mean,
White women.
but I feel like white women are so liberal. They wouldn't see it as being used. If it was consensual, they would be okay
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Conscious.
Now they know, white women, I am warning you as a fake white sister, African men will use you for experience.
see,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm African. These are stereotypes I don't like. Now, maybe I'm really getting to my feelings, but it's because this is bigger than what she might be joking, but it's not really a joke. It's not a good joke to make, about men that they are using women, because then all women will just cry victims. It is consensual between adults. No one is using anyone. So
So that was it. But like I said, the other thing with the other Africans, it feels like the difference in culture is a very big thing. Like I've experienced it like firsthand. It's like you'll do a certain thing. I'll give you an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now this is a different person. So I've also dated like a Ugandan
Mm-hmm.
that has never been to Uganda.
Mhm.
That's
There's
literally
a difference
Canadian, right?
between.
And there's one time, I'll give an example. There's one time, I sent my mom some money, right?
Yeah.
We're Ugandan, like that's normal. right?
Yeah, black
Sent my
tax.
mom some money,
Mm.
and she found out that I sent my mom money. And she was like, "Wait, did you just send your mom money?" So like, why would you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why not?
She's like, she has her own money, right? I'm like, yeah, but why not?
Yeah.
She's like, then you're not supposed to give her nothing.
She's
Yeah.
Canadianized.
He understands that. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Because that side, like, give your mom money. No, because you're not gonna give your mom money because once you're 17, 18, they're gonna start asking you for rent money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna be doing the groceries. So
Mm.
you're not really friends when it comes to money. So it's not normal for them to give their parents money.
Mm.
And that was a big fight.
And you feel like if it was like a Ugandan girl, Ngava
It's
Uganda,
normal
would
because they know it's the
understand.
normal thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was
Kaka
a very,
airtime.
it was a very, you know,
You don't leave that struggle behind.
yeah, it was a very, very big fight. You don't know. I can't even explain how big it was, but it was very
Mm.
big that it kind of led to the breakup.
Mm-hmm.
So that steered you towards a
Someone that can
Canadian,
understand me.
a Ugandan Canadian who was born in Uganda.
No.
They never been. They never.
You
been
also know
together.
the one's born in Uganda.
No. Oh, you're saying that drove me towards no. The other person. Can we not talk about it?
I mean, I can understand what he's saying. He's saying, which I already talked about, that guys, differences in cultures is such a big issue when it comes to relationships and dating. You know, forget the person looks good, forget you guys have a good energy. Like, if the culture clashes to that extent, that's why even people in the same country may not be able to date each other because of differences in culture. To the extent that even people with different religions from the same country, they may share the same culture, you know, overall, but if the cultures when it comes to religion are different, they may still not be able to date each other, i.e., Muslims and Christians. Yeah, you are from the same country. You may be, for example, in my country, same tribe. We have rather different tribes. I may be from the same tribe as someone else, but if they're Muslim and I'm Christian, we may not be able to be in a relationship because the religions clash. Maybe they want to pray 5 times a day. Maybe I only want to do, Sunday. So that could be an issue because now how are you going to raise your kids? What religion? So I definitely understand where he's coming from, and I'm sure some of you guys have experienced this, how religion can really be a big issue when it comes to relationships.
Well, let me ask the question then.
Okay.
Okay, so I know you're from the Central.
Mm-hmm.
When you say dating somebody from Uganda, there are many tribes in Uganda.
Yeah, but there's a lot of similarities because
Okay.
we're in the same country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so dating somebody from like the North is not as hard.
Trust me, there's a lot of similarities in
Yeah.
our culture and the ways we carry ourselves as Ugandan. Because don't forget, besides the different cultures and tribes, we're all Ugandan.
Okay,
So there's so many similarities there.
okay,
It's different from dating someone that's literally Canadian or American or whatever, right?
okay.
Yeah, so it's really different.
So let's say, when you date somebody from Uganda but that has lived in Canada, versus a Ugandan that is in Uganda,
Mm.
what are the differences between those two things?
So you said a Ugandan that has lived in Canada.
But they're from here, like you.
Okay.
Their perspective.
So that depends on how Ugandan they are.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't leave Canada. I mean, I didn't leave Uganda till I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I've lived most of my life in Uganda.
Mm.
So I'm technically 100% Ugandan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
True.
That's different from someone that left Uganda when they were 4 years and they don't
Yeah.
remember nothing.
Okay, let's say somebody that has been, living in there the same amount of time as you.
Oh, so they've technically grown up here and they just
Yeah,
left and
exactly.
went
Same
there.
situation.
Okay, and now someone that's typically here.
Yes.
The long distance
Yes.
route.
Mm.
All right. Okay. They both have their advantages and disadvantages.
Give
Okay.
them
However
to us.
much I feel like for me personally, because I live there, I
Mm.
prefer someone that lives there.
Mm.
Someone that's, because even me, like personally, the years that I've been there, my personal life and personal ways of life and everything have changed. They've been
Mm.
influenced by where I live, the environment, and everything.
Mhm.
Right? So that's something that someone also needs to understand.
Mm-hmm.
So me dating someone that's in Uganda while I'm over there, it's kind of hard because now they don't know the Canadian side of me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to pay for the flight
Yeah,
ticket to
but-
take them to Canada to teach them the Canadian language?
That's what we're talking about.
Mm.
He
Oh my
gave me the
God,
option.
This chick, she's always going in. But anyway, I think I understand what he's saying. That for my American viewers, right? So imagine someone who was born in Haiti but comes to the United States. They may find it hard to date a woman or a man who's of Haitian descent but was born and grew up in the United States. Because there's still a difference in culture because they don't have that culture from Haiti, the country. They are Haitian by blood, but not Haitian by country. Like they don't know the ways of Haitian people in Haiti. You know, to the extent that even some Haitians, I'm just using Haiti as an example for my American viewers, right? Even some Haitians who come from Haiti as adults and then come to the U.S., they could pick up some cultures, some ways of life that they will find it hard to date someone who is staying in Haiti. Let's say they go back to visit or maybe to stay for vacation 6 months to a year. They may find it hard to date someone who has never left Haiti because they now have an American side to them, and that could also bring an issue with culture, because then the person who stayed back home is going to look at them like, why are you doing this, why are you blind, why are you taking me out, why are you doing all these things? The dating is completely different.
Of someone that's been here and now lives there. Now that person is literally the photocopy of me.
Yes.
They've lived here and now they're there.
Yeah.
Just exactly as me. So they can understand my Ugandan side.
Yes. And they understand also the challenges that you go through there.
Yeah, so I prefer that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That someone's gonna be here. Okay, long distance, whatever, that's fine. I've done that before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
How did it go?
they just wouldn't understand. How do you know it's done? Again, I didn't say that for the sake. But like someone's gonna be here
Yeah.
and they probably think because you're in Canada, you got lots of money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yeah.
And their demands are
they will
gonna
ask
be
you
their
for
demands are gonna be
money.
so high, right? But if
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
there and they live with you and they see how the life is, they
Mhm.
see the hustle.
Mm.
Now they
Yeah.
understand that it's not really what most
Yeah.
people think, right? So
Uh-huh.
less problems for you because you know each other, you understand each other.
Mhm.
So I'd rather someone over there that's been here and knows the culture and everything,
Mhm.
born and raised here,
Mhm.
and now there. That's way easy.
Okay. So let's say the white person that grows up in Canada
Mm.
and you've dated them, and we can compare it to dating a black person in your same
I ain't never
situation.
dated no white girl.
Okay.
Wait,
or
you-
just okay, let's not even dating, but let's just say coming in contact. What you say white women love black men
Yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do the white women, are they putting themselves in a situation where because like here in Uganda, most women are looking for the man
Mhm.
to do everything.
Mhm.
At least what I've seen. I'm just saying from what I can get from Joan and whoever else, right? So, but they're looking for. They're not going to go approach a guy or do. That's not going to happen.
You're saying that you're getting girls?
Yeah.
You haven't been approached yet?
No. I have, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
white women. Though,
Normally.
yeah, white women are more aggressive, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that what you believe?
Nah.
Not really.
I used to think that.
Yeah, white women are more aggressive than black women. That's the truth. They will, to the extent, if they may not be direct with you, that hey, listen, I like you, ABCD, but at least they will come in close contact with you. They will smile. They will create conversation to like enable you to, if you like them, to take it to the next level. But black women, I don't care how much she likes you. I don't care if she sees you and she starts to get wet. She won't even say hi. She won't even smile because she wants you to take it like to just figure it out. I don't know how to be a mind reader that she likes you. So I don't agree with him over that.
But recently, my personal experience, man, the girls in Uganda don't jog. They're gonna come at you straight up.
Yeah. Especially if look at his face.
What? They're gonna come at you straight up.
I say that to say that they'll just look at you and you get it.
Yeah,
They
they'll look at me
connect the
and,
dots and
oh,
then they'll just
my
approach
dad
you.
or this or
But I
that.
don't think that's the norm
Shit,
for like
you know what I'm
any
saying?
normal
Yeah.
Ugandan.
I mean, I'm talking about my personal experience.
Obviously.
experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've had
Okay.
like plenty of them just walk up to me and be straight up with it. Things I can't say on air.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
No, you can say,
So,
give
but-
us
And
two
they're
words.
like,
But let's say in Canada though, in Canada with the white women and the Africans or Caribbeans living in Canada, what's the difference in interacting with white women in Canada and black women in Canada?
I feel like, between black and white. Okay.
Yes.
You know, it's actually funny, but I feel like the white women are more interested in the black man, so the interactions are way more easy compared to the black.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
The black women over there are like they show offs. You know what I'm
Do you
saying?
They're so
think they
off.
also
Yeah,
want
they want
white
to act
men?
hard and stuff. Like no,
Yeah.
not even that.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. That if a white woman likes a black guy, she will make it easy, smile, conversation, and things like that. But when a black woman is interested in a black man, she will act in a way that you think she hates you. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Like no smile, nothing, and then you're supposed to just I don't know figure it out. They call it the resting bitch face, but it's like if you like me, you might as well be nice to me from the start so I can, take it from there.
Not necessarily that, but they feel like they're
the shit.
prize.
the shit.
They're the
baddies,
prize.
bro. They're the prize.
Isn't
Right.
that how
Yeah.
it's supposed to
The
be?
trophies. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, and that could probably be because they're less than the whites.
Oh,
They're
okay.
less the produce, the higher the demand.
The demand.
But is their demand that high?
Bro, any black man that tries out a black woman is not going back to no white woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the other way around as well. Any white woman that tries a black man, once she go black,
You don't
You
go.
never go
never
back.
go back. So it's more like that, you know?
Yeah.
And these white guys know how to treat these women, bro.
Wait.
They know how to what?
Whoa.
No, like, I mean, like, treat them like nice. You know what I'm saying?
The white guys can't.
Like, no, the white guys know how to do that. Like,
They're treating black women nice
they're
in Canada.
treating them nice. You
Mm.
know, better than the black men that they're used to that just rude and whatever. You know, these white men, like, they could change your life. You know? More like they could change your life. You know,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
yeah,
have.
I think we're now talking about the money, if I'm going to be honest. Because the whole thing of the white man treats a black woman better than the black man, maybe that's like I said, it's because when she's a white man, she's with a white man, she's going to be smiling and nicer. But when she's a black man, she's with a black man, she's going to give attitude, pointing fingers, snatch souls, attitude, call him names. So the energy is matched. Because it's very hard for someone to treat you nice and then you act like an asshole to them. It's, it can happen, but usually it doesn't.
like houses and inheritances and stuff.
Right,
like
right,
that,
right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right. I feel you.
Sugar
Yeah,
daddies.
Yeah, and trust funds and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Look at Esther. She's over there. You want a white man?
She's planning.
I wouldn't mind one.
yeah, so
Oh, that's good.
you know, but that's just when they target like a life. You know, when they're targeting their future.
Yeah,
Mm.
At the
gold
end of the day,
diggers.
if it's just for the fun of it, they
Yeah,
prefer
with
the
a black guy.
Okay.
What is it with the black men that they're having
I'm very
fun
sure you've
with?
been with a black man before, so you can answer that better than I can answer.
Oh.
I want to know.
I haven't been with no black man, so I have no answer. Do you have the answer to
No,
that?
no.
You guys need to answer that. You
But I
tell
know
us.
somebody
What's
who
with
do
the
got
black
answer.
man?
Who? Don't let him say it. Yeah. Don't let him say the name.
Well, I've been with a white man.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So what's the
Esther,
difference?
Spill.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your preference?
My preference.
Yeah.
It's money.
Don't
Money.
ask me why I decided to date again black men.
Hmm. We don't
Yeah.
need to ask. Okay, cool. We understand. We
Mm.
get what you're saying. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Tell us the experience, Esther, dating a white man.
Dating
and
a
then-
white man?
Hold on. Story time music.
Yes. When I dated a white man, ladies and gentlemen, he gave me flowers.
And sandals?
Something a
What
black
about new
man
sandals?
didn't do.
Never.
Yes.
Black men, please pamper us with flowers, nice messages 24/7.
Mm.
Go to my door at 2 a.m. so I know you're thinking about me midnight.
Mm.
Black men can never do that. Well,
Exactly.
maybe you can. Can you?
Which white man is at your door,
If,
Esther?
I'm
to
really
be?
interested in
Wait.
love,
We gonna fuck around and stab your ass
Or
at 12 o'clock
maybe-
in the morning.
You know what I'm thinking? According to what your answer is, maybe I've never met a black man who has been really interested in
there's
me.
actually, let me tell you, all these things we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
there's always, you know how we're saying black,
exception.
white, or whatever, there's always
Yeah.
exceptions.
Obviously.
Yeah.
There's always exceptions. So if you ever find a black man that does the things the white man does and still does the things that a black man does,
Oh,
I would
just
never
get
go
married.
anywhere.
Yeah, just get married. Yeah.
But I had a question for you.
That is lies. I'm sure she has had some good black men treat her nicely and share their friends on them, or she wanted more and more. You know, it's like they can never get enough. But anyway, man, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. For those of you who don't know, this is O'Shea, man. He's this King Anda. He has so many successful channels, but I like King Anda because he's best in Uganda, and also does some videos from Kenya. That's where the King Anda came from. I'll link down below the full podcast so